Hey guys, welcome back. It's your favorite Gimp with a Limp, and I'm here with just a quick preview for you of Heroes of the Bitter Harvest. Obviously, it hasn't gone to Kickstarter yet. They don't have any prototype copies up. But when I was talking to David at Lock and Load Publishing the other day, he mentioned to me that my version of Lock and Load Tactical, the digital version, was a master copy, which means it has everything. And yeah, I was a little tickled pink when I figured that out. I was kind of stupid. I didn't know it. So we'll click on New Game here. And it turns out that all the stuff that is available already on Lock and Load Digital is here. The Lock and Load Tactical Digital, which includes Heroes of the Bitter Harvest. So I was very, very tickled pink to find out I already had access to that. Now, he had said there was something about Lock and Load Tactical Space Infantry on here, but I'm not seeing that one. So I'm going to have to bug him, see if I can find out where that is, because I want to play with that too. Day of Heroes looks like it's still to be announced, and Heroes of Granada are both still to be announced. So those, neither one of those are available, but I do have access to the rest of them. So I thought I would pop over here real quick and just pull up Heroes of the Bitter Harvest and let you guys see just a little bit of it real quick. Mainly, we're just going to kind of show off the counters. I'll probably pull up a scenario and just show you guys a little bit of the digital gameplay after we get through going over the counters. And one of the cool parts is I haven't got to play Lock and Load Tactical in a while. And the cool part about playing it digitally is I don't have to worry about remembering all the damn rules. I don't have to worry about refreshing myself because it does it all for you. So that is a nice boon when it comes to the digital version of it. So when you first pull up Bitter Harvest, if you have access to it, or you get the scenario or the module, should I say, on Steam, you'll see you've got right over here, new scenario, custom, load save. Now, just so you guys know, there is like music in the background. Normally, I've got it cut off so you guys can hear me without that kind of overpowering you in the background. So yes, there's music and other sound effects going on usually right now, but I've got it cut off just to allow you guys just to hear me. So we've got our battle generator, scenario editor. I'm going to use the battle generator to show you guys the counters. And then there's 12 scenarios listed down here that you can pick from. And this game, this module series, is based on, I believe it's 1942, the German assault into Russia. So it's going to be all Soviet units versus German units in this game. So let's pull up the battle generator. We can do single scenario or a campaign, and obviously just picking between the two forces, German and the Soviets. We can pick what battle type we want to do. We'll just leave it as random, but we've got, let's see, attack and defend, meeting engagement, major assault, search and destroy, and breakthrough. So we'll just leave that as random. Map size, 1-to-1, and this is the maps, like the foldable maps that you would normally have in the box game itself. So when it says a 1-to-1 map, it means one of those maps. Medium, 1-to-2, it's a couple of those maps, you know. 2-to-1, it's just the direction that the map's laid out, long-wise or lengthwise. Large one is a 2x2, so it's going to be 2 maps by 2 maps, so 4 maps total. Tall will be 3 maps, long will be 3 maps. We'll just leave this at small for our purposes because we're just looking at the units mainly. Point type, random points or specified points, and base points. This is basically how many points you're going to have for your units, like to purchase your units when you're doing like a battle generator. And depending on the battle type, there might be like a modifier applied to that. So we can adjust the point balance over here, scenario length, and then fog of war. So especially if you want to have like hidden units, you can have full or initial, whatever you want. I'm leaving it at none so you guys can see everything. And I'm going to leave it as human player for both so I can show you guys both sides. So once you do this, click play scenario and it'll take a sec to load up. And boom, here we go. We can pick our units. And there's some gunfire for you. So it gave us 250 points, depending on whatever random thing it was, battle type that it chose. Okay, so I went back into it and I cut off the ambient noise because the ambient noise had too much damn gunfire in the background. Cool while you're just sitting there playing the game by yourself. Not cool when you're trying to do a voiceover because it's blotting everything out. Now, depending on the map and the battle type, it might have some of the units listed down as none available, but I can just hold the mouse over it to show you guys these units. So when it comes to the Soviet units, for leaders, we have Sergeant Lloyd here, and you guys can see his stats. Leadership of 1, movement 6, morale 7, star shell capability 1. And I like how it shows you the front side and the back side of each of the counters, and then it shows you the little point values and then how many you can choose from. So there's 3 different, or 4, specifically 3 in this scenario that it shows, counters for leaders that you can pick from. Again, these are your single man counters, specifically the leaders. Now, there are other single man counters available besides just leaders. You can click here to see those. And that's going to be things like your heroes and your snipers, stuff like that. So other hero counters, let's see, we've got, and I can't read his name. Let's see, Baikov, Soviet Baikov. Firepower 2, range 1, movement 6, morale 6. And I like how this even shows when you mouse over it, may assault move, melee attacking odd, shift bonus. It shows some of the bonuses that these units get when you mouse over them. These guys all grayed out, just are unavailable. But we have a couple of different hero counters here. This one's Alexiv. Hope I'm saying that right. Similar type stats to the first one, except he's got a little bit farther range. And I think this is a different type of leader counter. He's got leadership bonus of 0, but movement 6, morale 7, star shell capability 1. And they do have access to medics, which is a cool thing to have. Nice little nurse medic there. I like that counter. And I know I saw Moe's counter in here somewhere around to see if we can find that. Got another leader counter looking one here. If I can get it to pop up, I keep up in the mouse. Major Alexei. And here we have Captain Kotov. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Sounds kind of like Klingon names. And then we have the bonus of snipers. 6 point apiece for snipers. That's actually not too bad for a sniper counter. They can do some good work. I'm going to add one of those snipers in there. Squads, not a whole lot of squad types to choose from, but you can see that they have a buttload. And I would expect the core game itself to come with a lot of these counters because the Soviets just overwhelming infantry forces. So when it comes to their units, their base infantry is going to be a 144 on their stats. And again, you can hold your mouse over. In the digital version, I like this. It shows you all the stats and what they mean. Firepower 1, range 4, movement 4, morale 5. Really like that. Makes it so much easier to remember everything. Different type of infantry unit. This is a NKVD squad, which I don't know what that means off the top of my head. They have dedicated morale. It's got to be a scenario-specific rule, and I am not up to speed on these scenario-specific rules. Assisting fire may reduce instead of shake. Huh, cool, interesting. So they've got some neat special rules for these guys, and I think these are the half strength counters for these two guys. So basically, you've got these two as the main ones, and then these are the reduced. So once they're half squads, they drop down to these stats, which isn't too bad. It just loses a little bit of range, a little bit of morale, and this one just loses a little bit of range. Morale stays fairly high. When it comes to the squads, though, they don't have a whole lot to pick from. Support weapons, remember, these are the type of counters that you will add to your squads, right? So they're not weapon teams. These are like bonus weapons. They have 1 machine gun type, firepower 1, range 7. Decent. And this looks like, what is this? Anti-material rifle is what I'm thinking this is. So you see the front side shows the stats for it, and then the back has all the ordnance type information you're going to have, like you're going to see on a tank. And again, for this scenario, these show limited, so ×4 ×4. Weapon teams, they have some access to some cool stuff, some anti-tank guns. I always love using these in my games. Movement 1, morale 6, and then all the ordnance type stats there to hit factors, penetration factors, the HE values, all that other good stuff. Love these weapons. They've got a 76 mil one, and then they've got this 45 mil one, obviously just a little bit smaller. Let you guys see the stat pulled up there. And what is this? Is this their version of like a truck, right? This is like an old school Soviet technical van. They got a horse towing it. I love it. Horse towing a wagon with like a World War I machine gun on it. Firepower 3, range 12. That's actually pretty good. Movement 8 and morale 6. That's actually not too bad for a little horse-drawn carriage. I'm kind of tickled with that one. I'm looking forward to trying that one out. And then they've got a heavy machine gun crew that they can use as well. Seems like it's got similar stats as this machine gun, the how would you say that? Takachinka? Yeah, I'm going to butcher that. Similar type stats, except their movement's lower than hell because they don't have the horse-drawn carriage to use. And then the shaken sides of those guys. I really wish this wasn't grayed out. I would add some to it. Vehicles. Basic vehicles, actually. They've got basically a light, medium, and a heavy tank. Light being the T-70 down here at the bottom. This scenario showing none as available. But it's their lighter tank. Movement 10, it's tracked, obviously. Morale 5 does have a passenger capacity to half squads, may assault move, and then all the ordnance information there on the back of it. And it's, if you look below where the values are for ordnance tech, you see it's showing for the vehicle's machine gun values as well. So firepower 2, range 10 on its machine guns. Pop up here to the classic T-34 medium tank. Movement a little bit better, 11, tracked, morale 6, same thing as far as capacity and doing the assault move. A little bit better stats when it comes to ordnance fire, and a lot better stats when it comes to the ordnance. And the KV-1, obviously a beast. And if I can get this thing to stay put, you can see it actually has, you know, a lot heavier firepower, especially when it comes to its machine gun value. It's got a firepower 4 and firepower 2 on that. I like that. And it shows that one of them can fire to the rear. Remember, when you're looking at your tank values, these numbers over here to the left, the bottom left of the counter, represent their armor values. All right. So the higher the number there, the better. That's how you can tell this is the light tank because it's got the smallest numbers. Medium, a little bit better. And then KV-1, beastly defense stats. And then off board, they've got some cool options to choose from. IL-2 bombers. See what pops up if we hold this up. Just shows vehicle machine guns, firepower 2, range 10. I would expect that to have some bombs. Did they not get to use bombs? I would expect this. No, it looks like it's... Well, we've got 2 × 2, and it's showing that firepower 2, range 10. And then the 2x4 up there should be an HE value, so that should be their bombs, but it's not showing that when I'm holding that up on it. But this IL-2 should have an HE value, which is that 4 number just to the left of the 6, the morale value. And they have access to offboard artillery. I wonder if those are going to be included as counters in this game, or these are just developed for the digital version. I'll have to let you guys know when I see the finalized copy of it. But let's throw some stuff in here, burn through some of these points so we can take a look at the Germans. Let's see, throw a couple of squads in there. Boom, there we go. Points remaining 0. Bunch of random crap. And we'll finish. And here we go. We can see all our German units, again, leaders on down, and some of them aren't available, but same type stuff that I was showing you guys before. Let's see, 12 points, 11 points, 9 points, negative 10 points. So if you take, oh, wow, this must be a scenario specific. I have never seen a leader counter with a negative number before. Look at this. Dude's got a -1. So I wonder if we, okay, yeah. See, points remaining, 200. If we take him, that adds 10 points to us. So we can effectively take him for his negative value, which I'm sure there's got to be a scenario specific rule that whatever unit he's with has to incur his leadership penalty, as it were. And we can basically take, well, it's 10 points. And oh, look, here's Mo's counter. Sergeant Fitz. I love it. Motown's in the game. 616 is his counter, and he is in here on the German side. So basically, we can take Sergeant Vogel and get Sergeant Fitz almost for free. Costs us 1 point to get Sergeant Fitz, and we'll just leave this leader counter on a crappy squad somewhere. Other single-man counters, same type stuff we saw with the Soviets. They've got a selection of hero counters. Let's see, we've got the Cross, firepower 2, pretty good. Range 6, movement 6, morale value 6. And this one is firepower 1 instead of 2. And then they also have medics. I kind of like the medics for the Soviets better. I like the little nurse medic counter. I think that looks a little bit better. And then we've got Devon's counter here, Lieutenant Heinkel. And he, let's see, must be an armor commander. Throw him in there as well. And they have snipers they can take as well. Squads, they have a lot more squads that they can choose from. You guys can see that. They have access to the motorcycles with carriage and motorcycle without the carriage. And with the carriage, it only costs 3 more points. Let's see the stats on this. Firepower 1, range 4, movement 20, which really, really good. Smoke laying capability. Can't generate heroes, though. Oh, look at that. The front and reverse, and then it reduces. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this can actually be reduced to this. So this is kind of like the half counter for it. That's kind of interesting. And then if you dismount it at this point, it becomes a half squad. So if you dismount it here, it becomes a full multi-man counter, full squad. And if you dismount it here, it becomes a half squad. But that's only 3 points difference. So this is effectively buying a half squad, and then you can buy a full squad for just 3 more points. So yeah, we'll take the full squad. What do they have here? Some basic squads. Not too far range. Firepower 2, range 3. I like to have farther range than that. 4, 6 is a lot better. Yeah, and they've got some more down here. So they've got 2, 3, 4. Well, these guys have the ability to assault move, and these guys don't. So they're a little more stationary. They probably have like, what was that, Car 98 type weaponry. And these guys, yeah, can assault move, but they have a little bit shorter range. So probably just signifying the different weapons they're equipped with. 12 points, 12 points. And I would assume this one would probably be like 14 points. Just guessing off the top of my head. We'll throw a squad in there as well. And these should just be the half-man versions. The half squad, not half-man. Half squad versions of the above counters that we were just showing you guys. So cool looking stuff. I like what I'm seeing so far. Let's check out their sport weapons. Again, these are the ones that you would add to your squads. You've got satchel charges, MG34, which is good. Firepower 2, range 9, always good. 7 points to add that in. But yeah, we'll throw one on it. Flamethrower, firepower 4, which is huge to have on a support weapon, but only a range of 2. But remember, there's like blaze rules now too, so you can set places on fire, which the flamethrower will definitely do. Weapon teams, they are very similar to the Soviets in the fact that they have a selection of anti-tank guns that they can take. And of course, you want to take that mighty 88, 43 points for one of those things. But they are just beastly with their hit and penetration values. So definitely throw one in there. And you see their HE value is 4. Pretty high. And these guys actually have a mortar team. The Soviets do not have a mortar team they could bring. Range of anywhere between 2 and 30. That's effectively across the map. I don't even think it's, let's see, 2 maps. You would have to be playing on like 2 to 3 maps and have it as far as possible to be out of range of these mortars. And they would just need someone up spotting for them, you know, the right counter, being able to spot for them so they could drop in some mortars on it. Mortars are awesome. And what is this? 75 mil. Gotta be like a short barrel artillery gun. And then they have a heavy machine gun. Firepower 4. Range 14. That's actually pretty good right there for 11 points. And throw one of those in there. And for their tanks, they're kind of similar. They have a bigger selection as well. The Soviets just don't have a wide selection. They just have a lot of counters. Looks like Panzer IV-G, Panzer IV-F, which I'm not seeing much of a difference, except this has higher penetration values. Panzer III, Panzer III-J specifically. And this one has machine gun values. Let's see. Yeah, the Panzer IV only has 1 machine gun. Same with the other Panzer as well. Yeah, both the Panzer IVs only have a single machine gun value. Panzer III's got 2, and this Panzer III-J is a SS version with its black counter. And one of my favorites, the Stug. They got Stugs included. Gotta love the Stug. Stug Martyr 2. Older version of an anti-tank thing. And look at this. It's so light. 1 armor value except for the bottom, which is star, which means like no armor value. Wait, 0 is like no armor value. No, 0 is an armor value. It's just a very light armor value. So this has to mean like flat, no armor. Treat as like soft target, I think, if it's hit there. I'd have to read the rules again to verify it. The vehicle rules have gotten a little more advanced. Hard to keep everything straight in your mind, but it is what it is. And we've got a selection of armored cars as well, which I like. The thing here that I can never pronounce, which actually has relatively okay ordnance chart for its value. Passenger capacity, can do the assault move, and it's got some machine gun values. Let's see. This armored car is 22 points. The Martyr 2 is 24. I have no idea what this SIG is. Someone's going to have to let me know what the SIG 33B is. I don't know that one. Yeah. I mean, the armored car is 22 points. It's not too bad. Very, very lightly armored. I would probably take the Panzer II over the armored car because it's cheaper and at least it has a little bit of armor on it versus this. I mean, this just... Ugh. And some half tracks here at the bottom for transporting some people. And all these have some machine gun values as well. It looks like 2, 2, 2, 2. The Martyr 2 is the only one that does not have a machine gun to use. So, interesting looking vehicles. A lot of the earlier war vehicles for Germany and the Soviet Union. And fortifications. You can add in rubble, vehicle emplacement, roadblock, bunkers, wrecks, mines, or foxholes, all different point varieties. So the Germans have to be selected for defense for this battle. And offboard, they obviously have offboard artillery, but the Ju-87. So Stuka die bombers. The legend, the man, the myth, Stuka. Man, he's the beast when it comes to doing wargaming videos, I'm telling you. And this is freaking awesome. I love the Ju-87. I was playing this a little bit off camera the other day, and it's so easy when you're doing the air runs, like the offboard stuff. you pretty much just select what direction you're coming in from, and then just click where you want to put the ordnance down, and it just does all the rolling for you. Look, I love having the game in front of me. I'll always pick having the game in front of me over a digital version, but there are some bonuses to having the digital version. And I'll tell you what, these JUs, the Stukas, they can put out some hurt in one of these games. They're an awesome thing to bring with you. But let's just throw in a tank or two. Damn, I've only got 64 points remaining. I threw in a lot of crap. I want to get a couple of tanks. Let's see, 39 points, 38 points for a Panzer III. It's got to be... Let's take a Stug. Yeah, I can get a Stug and a Panzer III. Yeah, throw a Panzer III on there. Perfect. There we go. Points remaining 0. And we'll finish this up. And I'll tell you what, I'll throw these counters on the board real quick and let you guys see just how the digital plays real quick. Now, obviously, I just picked a bunch of random crap here. This is not me saying what you should take into a battle by any means. I just threw random stuff on the board. All right, so it actually picked major assault for this. And the Soviets are the ones that are doing the assaulting, which had to be why they got the points they got. 6 turns, the Soviets have initiative on turn 1, and the Soviets must eliminate all good order enemy units that are within 2 hexes of all marked victory hexes. Click OK, resume game, and let's see, where's this? Who's deploying? Okay, it looks like this is the German deployment. And they've got all this thrown down. This has to be the victory hex. And it's wow. I don't know what direction. You guys can see it's just a single map that I selected. And it even has the number on it. So you know, if you want to recreate this on like your tabletop, you could do that. Wow, everything's kind of stacked up here, all on the same hexes. Why'd they put everything together? All right, give me a sec. Let me move some crap around. And just so you guys know, there is a helpful list of button presses, key binds for the game. Press F1 and it'll pop up for the help screen. But things like changing the direction of your tanks, you can do that with the period or the comma for when you're deploying it. So you can point it at whatever direction you want to point it. Stuff like that. All right, so here we are. I have deployed the Soviets are coming in from off map, and they're coming on off map on this left side here. So I threw out a sniper and the tank, the KV-1, and now it is the Germans' turn. And we'll just move some stuff up. I'm not going to play this well. I'm just going to play it a little bit. And just so you guys can see, down here at the bottom, this little area of the screen is where you need to pay attention to. It shows you the number you can press, or you can just click here. So as you see, when I move off the counter, I'm selecting this, what is this? The Panzer III. If I just move it off, it shows assault move, okay? And it's showing that, so it'll give me a chance to shoot after I move it, or I can save it for opportunity fire, all that good stuff from the game, right? But if I just want it to move, if I click on 1 here, you see it changes from assault move to moved. And that's important because remember, your assault move is only half whatever your regular movement is, right? So just depending on how you want to do it, you know, make sure you pay attention on how you're going. And let's throw caution to the wind. Let's drive my my tank here directly up against it, which should give me line of sight to this guy, the sniper, since I'll be adjacent to him. Can I go to there? Yeah, it looks like I'll have enough movement to get right to there. Yeah, you see, as I move too far, it shows red arrows. So I can't go any farther than what the counter actually shows. So let's move to here. So hopefully this tree line will block the line of sight. And boom. As you see, when I move here, this gives the chance for opportunity fire for the game. And I love this. It just does it, right? You don't have to worry about calling it or any of that good stuff. It'll pop up and it'll give you your chance to take your opportunity fire. And as you see over here on this left side, it shows you your chance of actually getting penetration. So let's do it. Let's take it. The 83%, that's real good. So we just click down here on fire. Bam! And we missed. No! Horrible. Let's see, what did we get? Actually, we did cause some fire with some of the machine gun fire. So if you look down here at the bottom right, the attack rolls, right, shows miss, direct fire attack, and shows all this good stuff. Fire starts, so it automatically rolls for all this good stuff. Is it starting to blaze? No damage check for the defender since the big shots missed. A5 targeted, and good stuff. So what do I want to do? Do I want to... Oh, wait, is it still him? Do I still have a chance for more fire? What else can I fire? Fire with selected unit at target unit. Ordnance fire. I'm not sure who's firing. Let's just click fire and see what happens. Okay. It's back to this guy. That's what I was thinking it was supposed to do. All right, so let's continue our assault move. That's what I wanted. I wanted to shoot this guy. So let's click. See if we can get him. And... buttoned. Oh, wait, no. No! Yeah, it didn't work well. Let's see. We can zoom it way in and see these little counters. Wow, this did not work well. I actually got an opportunity fire with the sniper, and I was clicking thinking it was the opportunity fire for the Panzer J. We're not opportunity fire, the fire chance for him. So he's marked with assault move. He's buttoned. He's shaken. How the sniper got that damn lucky. He's marked as fired. And I don't think there's anything else I can do. Yeah, it's just end impulse. I can do toggle continuous movement, but we'll just click end impulse. So it passes over to the Soviets. And this is what I'm talking about with the digital version. You don't have to worry about being able to keep all the rules in your head, all the number rolls, all that good stuff. The digital keeps track of all of that. So we'll click on our reinforcements because our KV-1 already came in. So let's bring in something else. Let's bring in this big 75 mil gun. Yeah, let's use this. And let's bring him in over, and as you guys can see, I can kind of rotate it around to point what direction I want him facing. And I want him facing there. And I think just bringing them on board ends their impulse, unfortunately. And yeah, my KV-1 has already fired because he did his opportunity fire. So this first turn, I'm not going to get a whole lot going on. I wonder if I can mortar that guy. Can I do that? Yeah, let's mortar him because he fired. I could no line of sight, but I can do it here. So let's mortar him. And what do we get? Total of 3 versus. He's rolling his defense. DMX check. Shaken. Nice. All right. Good. Good. I like that. Very simple. And, oh, by the way, go into your rules or the options for the game. And you can set it so you can zoom in very far like this in case your eyesight's shit. So you can see what counters are on there. Obviously, you can hold it up to see it as well, but this makes it easy. So we'll end the impulse again. And do I have the opportunity? No. These guys have already acted. So basically the Soviets waste their whole first turn. I guess they get a chance for opportunity fire, but it looks like that's it. Can I select more than one? Yeah. We'll bring in 2 tanks. Oh, can I not do 2? Let's see. Can I do these guys? Let's try that. Yeah, I can do that. Keep one of them as like a passenger or something. And I get an option to move too. Yeah, let's bring them on in. Go balls to the wall. And end our impulse. And now it's to the Germans again. This guy doesn't have anything else he can do. What do we have left here? We have anti-tank gun. We've got some infantry. I don't want those. So if you click down here at the bottom, you can select other units. So if I just want the infantry, I can just move those guys. Right? And is that the... Oh, that's the sniper. Oh, that's right. So he's not going to be able to move. All right. Escape. We'll get off of them. Let's take this Stug and bring him around. All right. Yeah. If we go there, I should be able to get a line of sight. Him. Ooh, okay. So these are all the ones that I can shoot at. Damn, do I actually have a line of sight to those guys? I figure I could shoot through those trees. Let's see, 72 or 53% chance, 83% chance of causing a damage check, 83% chance of causing a damage check. Oh, I might have to go for that anti-tank gun over there. Yeah, because that's the big anti-tank gun. So let's go for that one. He's out the door. Do we... No! No, what a crappy roll. What do we get? Do we cause anything good? 4 to 4. I think that's going to be a miss. Yeah, no effect. And doing the machine gun fire. 4 to 6. They're going to beat that one as well. No effect. Wow. 83% chance with a leader bonus. And the Stug does jack crap. Man, what garbage is that? That's so bad. It's so bad. And I'm playing this game like crap anyway, but it is what it is. Let's bring in another tank. And can I get... Yeah, let's go here. Let's see if we can get this assault fire. See if we can cause some more damage. What are we going to get? Miss. What crap? What crap is that? That's not going to do anything. Can I fire again? Nope. Not a whole lot of good rounds going down range. All right, anyway, I'll stop rambling around and playing my stupid little battle here. But just thought you guys would like to see a little bit of Bitter Harvest. I don't want to get too wrapped up in my game. If you guys have enjoyed seeing a little bit of the digital version, let me know and I'll pull up one of these scenarios for Bitter Harvest and play through one of those. I'll actually set the AI to play instead of me making dumb decisions. See if I can actually win one and just let you guys see some of the games play out. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.